Hi everyone, welcome to SidaFlow. I'm super excited today because we have a beginner's class. My name is Jacqueline and I love teaching beginners. You don't need any equipment today. If you have a mat, that's great. Otherwise, just yourself, your body, and a space to move around. So let's get started. Okay, let's begin seated on the mat. Take a moment to get set up. You can sit cross-legged and root down through the sit bones. Take a moment to pull back your hair if you have a lot of it, like I do. And start to close your eyes and notice the breath. Without judgment, the length of the inhale, the length of the exhale. You might be finding some sticky spots, and that's okay. I'd like you to bring one hand to your chest and one hand to your belly. And we're going to move through a wave breathing. So I'd like you to exhale everything out of the belly, out of the lungs. And then as you inhale, just let the belly expand as the diaphragm drops. And exhale out of the belly. Very good. Inhale, let the belly expand as the diaphragm expands. And exhale out of the belly. It's okay if it's a short breath. Inhale, let the belly expand, and then let the side ribs expand a little bit. And exhale out of the side ribs and the belly. Very good. This time we'll add the third step. Inhale, let the belly expand, the side ribs expand, and the chest expand, rising. And exhale out of the chest, the side ribs, and the belly. Very good. One more time. Inhale, the belly expands, the side ribs expand, and the chest rises. And exhale out of the chest, the side ribs, and the belly. Release the hands to the lap, and notice the breath once more. And as you're breathing, I want you to remember that yoga is your practice, whether you've done it before or not. Please pay attention to your body with an open heart and an open mind. If something doesn't feel good, please don't do it. Back out of it. And I trust that you'll take good care of your body today. Very good. Inhale, flutter your eyes open, sweep the hands high overhead. Exhale, release the hands, root through that right hand. Inhale, sweep the left hand high overhead. Bending into that right side. Inhale. And exhale, release back down, rooting through the left hand. Inhale, sweep the right hand high overhead. Side stretch. Very good. Inhale. And exhale, release everything back down. Inhale, sweep the hands high. And exhale, find the mat, whether that's in front of you or to the side, and come into a tabletop position. So that means that your hands are going to be directly under the shoulders, and the hips are directly above the knees here. And we're a strong tabletop, so press the mat away, engage the belly, and press the tops of the feet into the mat. Very good. Crown of the head reaching forward. I know you might be straining to look at me right now, but that's okay. When you have a moment, crown of the head reaching forward. We're going to move through some cat-cows, activating the spine. Move nice and slow with the breath. Inhale, drop the belly. Open the chest. Gaze forward. And exhale, tuck the tailbone. Arch the spine. Gaze back. Very good. Inhale, drop the belly. Open the chest, gaze forward. Try to connect this movement to the breath. Very good. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone, arch the spine, gaze back. Very good. Inhale, back to a neutral tabletop. And again, press the mat away. Nice and strong through the hands. Fingers are spread wide. Point your finger knuckles are rooting down here. I'd like you to root down through that left knee and then press the right knee to the back of the room, hovering it off the mat. And then keep that right hip squared towards the mat. Very good. Inhale here. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend one more time. And release that foot all the way back down to your tabletop once more. Root through that right leg and inhale, press the left leg to the back of the room, hovering off the mat. Energy in those toes. Energy in every part of your body right now. Keep that left hip square towards the mat. Very good. Inhale. And exhale, sweep that knee towards your nose. Squeeze it in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, knee to nose. Very good. Inhale, extend once more. And exhale, release that foot all the way back down to the mat in your tabletop position once more. Take the knees nice and wide on the mat, almost as wide as the mat, big toes touch. And sink the sit bones all the way back to a child's pose, releasing the forehead to the mat. Forearms can rest on the mat here. Child's pose, a great time to check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. If your forehead's not reaching the mat, don't worry about it. We've all been there. Just take your time and be patient with yourself. Inhale and exhale everything out of the lungs. Very good. Inhale back to a tabletop, pressing up. Root through that left leg, left knee, and press the right foot to the back of the room once more. Exhale, sweep that knee towards the nose, and then carefully place that right foot between the hands. Maybe your hand is helping it rise up between the hands. Tent the fingertips, press through that right leg, and slowly rise. Inhale, sweeping the hands high overhead. This is low lunge right here. I want you to keep the shoulders down and away from the ears. Try not to squeeze everything up. Everything's down and away. That left hip is squaring forward. Very good. Feeling that stretch all through the front body, activating everything. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands, frame that foot, and walk the hands back, extending the right leg straight. Right toes point high to the sky. Very good. Just getting that hamstring stretch in here. Don't worry if this leg's not completely straight. As long as it feels good. Yoga looks different on everybody's body. Walk those hands forward, bend into that knee once more, plant the hands, and sweep that right foot back. All right, root through that right leg this time. And inhale, press the left leg to the back of the room. And exhale, knee to nose. Sweep that left foot forward between the hands. Again, helping that foot come up if you need to with your hands. Tent the fingertips. Press into that left knee, left leg. Sweep the hands high overhead. Very good. It might feel a little bit tippy to you, and that's okay. Takes a lot of balance for this pose. Just smile and enjoy the ride. Come back to it if you fall. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Shoulders down and away. Keep that right hip square towards the front. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands to the mat. And walk the hands back. Straightening that left leg, this time left toes point to the sky. Again, that left leg does not need to be fully extended. As long as you're feeling a nice stretch. Inhale. And exhale, walk the hands forward once more. Bend to the knee, plant the hands. Step back into your plank once more. Into your knee plank. So the shoulders are over the wrists and the knees are a little bit farther back. A little different than our tabletop. Inhale here, and exhale, slowly lower everything down to the mat. Very good. Squeeze those elbows in line with the body. Press to the hands. Inhale, open the chest, shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhale, lower. Very good. This time I want you to make sure the tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Kneecaps are lifted off the mat. Press into the hands, open the chest, inhale. Low cobra, very good. Exhale, lower. Press into the hands. Press everything back to a child's pose once more. Knees can be nice and wide, or knees can be a little bit closer together. It's really up to you, yogi's choice. This is your practice. Yeah, we're doing it together, and that's what makes yoga so much fun. Here's the community that we're building right here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back to a tabletop. Tuck the toes. And as you're ready, press the hands and try to see if you can hover the knees off the mat. Very good, nice and strong through the arms. Engage the belly. I know it's hard. It's good for you to be working like this. Inhale and exhale. Press the hips high to the sky. Melt the chest closer to the mat and walk the feet a little bit farther back on the mat, about a step. And here you are in down dog. Gently bicycle the legs. Just a couple times, feeling the stretch, bending one knee at a time. Very good. Come into some steadiness. Let there be a generous bend in the knees so that the tailbone can go a little bit taller to the sky. And notice the hands. You're not looking at the hands, you're looking back at your toes. But the hands need to be rooting down through all knuckles. You're probably rocking back on the outside, on the back of the palms. Root down through that pointer finger knuckle. Very good. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, drop them down. Very good. One more time. Inhale, squeeze them up towards the ears. Exhale, drop them down. Very good. You guys are doing great. I know this is a hard pose. It is a challenge, and that's good for us to stay challenged. Okay. Are you ready to come out of it? We're almost there. Take one tiny step at a time. Walk the feet towards the hands. Let each step be a stretch. And at some point, your hands probably just come to meet the feet, and that's perfectly fine. Little bend in the knees, forward fold. And just enjoy this right here. Walk the feet out a little bit wider and grab opposite elbows, letting the crown of the head reach towards the mat. And check in with the breath. Check in, see how you're feeling right now. Nod, yes. Shake, no. Very good. Releasing tension in the spine. Release the hands. Inhale, let the hands draw up the legs to the thighs for flat back, shoulders down and away. Exhale, forward fold, hands slide back down. Inhale, flat back once more, and rise everything up to standing. Sweeping the hands high, palms press to heart center. Very good. In mountain pose right here. And I'll turn to face you. Release the hands out to the sides. Palms facing the front. Eyes closed. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Okay, we're going back to our toes, building this from the ground up. Lift the toes, spread them wide, and slowly release them all one at a time. Back to the mat. Activate the quads as the kneecaps lift. Tuck the tailbone just a little bit. Let the chest rise, the heart rise. Crown of the head reaching higher to the sky. And take a moment to notice how light you feel, how grounded you feel, and how those two things are not counterintuitive. Breathe, nice big breaths. Energy in your fingers. This is mountain pose right here. Very good. Inhale, sweep the hands high once more. Exhale, palms back to heart center. At the top of your mat, inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to that flat back once more. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back. Lowering the knees and moving through one more cobra. So slowly lowering everything down to the mat. Inhale, hug the elbows in, open the chest, gaze forward. Exhale, lower. Press the hand, press everything back, and walk the knees forward so you can find a comfortable seat. And then slowly recline onto the mat. Take your time, moving slowly. Draw your knees into your chest, giving them a hug. Very good. Just a couple more poses before we end the class today. So stay with me. It's worth it to get to Savasana. Parallel the shins with the mat and let the legs rock all the way to the right side of the mat. Open up your arms, teeing the arms open. And if you don't have space in your room for that, that's fine. You can just cactus the arms, basically taking the elbows at a right angle. Palms open to the sky. Left shoulder is pressing through to the mat. Very good. And if this feels good to you, you can gaze over that left shoulder. Nice, long inhale and exhale. Enjoying this twist. Releasing all this tension from the spine. Inhale and exhale. Slowly unwind. Coming back to center. Draw the knees into the chest once more. And then parallel the shins to the mat, letting your knees rock all the way over to the left side. And open out, teeing or cactusing the arms, whatever amount of space you have available in your room. And try to release that right shoulder back towards the mat. You can gaze over that right shoulder if that feels comfortable to you, or you can gaze up. Your eyes can close as we come into more stillness. Inhale and exhale. Letting the breath slow. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly unwind, drawing the knees into the chest once more. And we're moving into Shavasana, and that's just a mini nap where we lay on the mat and release all the tension. And I'm going to walk you through it, so don't worry about it. Extend that right leg and lay it on the mat. And then extend the left leg and lay it on the mat as comfortably wide as you'd like. And release the hands to the side as wide as you like, palms open to the sky. It's a simple pose. Try to release all the tension from your body. Allow yourself to do a couple wiggles, maybe spreading the toes, maybe spreading the hands, and then release. Coming into stillness. Letting this be a blissful nap for you. And try not to judge yourself. And if you'd like to take a longer Shavasana, normally in peace and quiet, you are welcome to pause this video and come back to it. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. Just let the mind turn inward. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then stretch your hands high overhead. And then draw your knees towards your chest one at a time. And roll onto your side. And take a moment in a side rest, with your eyes gently gazing down or closed. And with that free hand, slowly press yourself up into a seated position on your mat. Sitting nice and tall. Bring your hands to heart center and send yourself a little bit of gratitude for making space for this practice today. Thank you for joining us. Namaste. That was just a simple flow to get you started. And if you like the flow, you can favorite it and come back to it every day, once a week, whatever you want. I hope you build off this practice and enjoy every moment of it. And as you're ready, we have tons of more flows for you. So please subscribe to our channel to stay tuned and check out SidaFlow.com to see all the rest of our flows and all of our fun events. Thank you so much for joining us. Namaste.